Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I've done many propagation of jade plants before and I've had really good results, and it seems to be one of the most requested video for me to do is to show more of my jade plants and I guess to work more with it and show you guys how easy it is to propagate and grow jade plant. So jade plants are succulent, so they don't really like a lot of water, and they're very easy to propagate, and you can do it from a single leaf or a stem. They will grow into something like this. Let me show you. You see this here? This is from a single leaf, and as you can see, there's a shoot there growing on top just by placing the leaf on top of the soil. And this is a smaller one. These are basically leaves before they became these little branches, and all of this came from this plant. So I had a really large jade plant before, and friends came over and they wanted to take a few cuttings, so I keep trimming and trimming, and this is how much I have left of it. So as you can see here, one of these larger one is just hanging to the side. It doesn't look very pretty, so we're gonna make it look good. What we're gonna do is cut this one here and then propagate it and plant it somewhere around here so that it can get fuller and the pot will look nice and clean. And we'll also do some leaf propagation as well in the process. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 very large branches, and they're shooting out more jade plants here, and they're looking really nice. So this guy here is just hanging over, and it's one of the larger ones. So what we're gonna do is cut it. So you can use any utensil you like. I use a scissor here. So what we're gonna do here is just cut this plant down to near the node section. Just cut it as like that. So we'll have this bunch here. We're gonna turn this into multiple plants. First we'll strip the leaves off because this part here is gonna go into soil, and from the node section there I'm gonna strip that part because I don't want anything to grow out of there. Those are gonna be underground, and from up here, as you can see, little nodes there, those new shoots will come out of those sections, so you can leave those alone. So we'll start by just stripping off the leaf with your finger. It's very easy. That's one leaf, and allow this to dry for a little bit before you put into the soil. So we'll do a few more. Strip this down. I'll just leave it the side there, and I'll do this one as well, and this. See this branch here that's there? It's kind of bented really weird, so we'll cut that off and make that its own tree. So cut it right here, and we'll strip some leaves off of this one. We'll do a few more just so that we'll have a good section to stick into soil. When you propagate jade plants, the easiest way is to actually have a branch, because this would actually grow much faster than if you would do from a single leaf. So if you have a stem like this, that would be best to propagate because it grows very quick and you will see results very soon. And then here we'll take this one out. We'll strip a few more. And if you don't like this section here, you can actually pull it off as well, because it just grows weird like this. So I'll go ahead and pull that off. I don't want anything there. And then we'll cut another one like here, and this will be one branch, and then we'll strip a few of these leaves off again. Okay, we'll have one there. I'll come back in an hour when these dry up a little bit. That way I can stick it into soil and sort of like prevent it from getting infection. You really don't have to if you don't want to, and just stick directly into there. They're very easy, but I just want to be careful because I want these to live. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, it has been 15 minutes. I'm a little bit impatient and I have stuff to do, so I'm gonna rush this up. It should be good, but I would recommend waiting an hour, but as you can see, it's sort of dry already, so let's begin the process. For branches, I recommend using nice, moist, fluffy soil. Anything that doesn't keep water around for too long, because if that were the case, the ends here could rot, and then you would not have plants that would propagate well. If you have cactus mix, that would be great. If you don't have cactus mix, you just get potting mix and then mix in some perlite, because perlite will create pockets in the soil and allow the soil to drain easily. So those perlites are those white stuff that you can see here. That's what they are. So those are what I use: potting mix and perlite. I want these to look full, so let's rearrange some things. These leaves are, see, they have roots already, just sitting on top of the soil. So I'll move this over. I may just move that out to a different pot later on, because this would be too full for them. And see, these I already showed you that earlier. And these are the little branches that I propagated a while back, and it looks just like that. I just stuck it in the soil and it grew. So we'll put one here. It's very simple. Just use anything. This is a broken spoon, and just dig a hole nice enough, and then just push it all the way down like that. And then we'll do another one. Do this here, and I will put it right here. Push it down into the soil. And then for the larger one, we'll do right here in the middle, sort of. You want it to go further down, that way it could have a nice sturdy stem and it won't fall over. And this little piece, go ahead and remove the lower leaves. And then we'll also put this into this section here. And then we have a ton of these leaves left. And you can give this to your friends, or you can propagate it for them. And all you have to do is just place it on top of the soil like this. I have done these propagation without soil, so there's a video I can link you guys so you can go watch it. It's very simple to do. So we'll put a few here. And for those that are on top of the soil, if you want to water them, just get a spray and just spray on top. Make sure the soil around is moist, and then it'll be just fine like that. Put a few more, and then the rest I'll just, we have so many, I'll just use it for my other containers. Look at how many I have left, so I can use this to propagate as well. So, alright guys, there it is. Today is February 21st. And we'll come back periodically, and I will show you some progress, and we'll go from there. Since I have so many of these, I'll just go ahead and propagate these, because my friends seem to like them also. So once they're propagated, I can just give them away. So what we'll do here with the remaining is you get a container. You don't have to fill it up with a bunch of soil, just a little bit. This container is about 2 inches deep, and you fill half of that with soil. Make sure it's moist soil. Don't make it so wet that you can see the water, and that would not work well. Just something nice and simple that is just slightly moist, and that's all, because these leaves here contain water within, so it doesn't need water too often. And then every now and then just use a spray bottle and spray the plant, and that should be enough. So we'll go ahead and place it here. And as I mentioned before, I made a bunch of videos on this already, so if you guys want to watch this, what I've done before, you can go into my older videos and check it out. This new videos for the people that request it, because these seem to be very popular. There's no way that you should put them, just put them all over the place, it doesn't matter. These small ones may not work, but we'll go ahead and put them in there as well. And you want it to put it facing up. You don't want it like that. It doesn't matter really, but this is how it should be. Alright, and so I will show you how you should water these. Don't do it very often, as I mentioned. Just take a spray bottle and just mist it like this. Every once or twice a week is good enough. So there it is. We'll put this away, and then I'll update you guys later. Okay, some of you may be wondering where I'm going to keep the plants. Here it is. I just keep these guys outside. It's there's my yard there, and currently it's February 21st, so it's quite warm for being February, but I'm not gonna keep this inside or anywhere special because I want this to be maintenance free. I'll just come by, check on it every once in a while, get it some water, and that's all it's gonna do. It's just gonna sit here outside, so nice and simple. Alright guys, it has been exactly 5 weeks and my plants are looking amazing. All of the propagated branches made it through, and they're alive and doing really well. And some of the smaller leaves, as you can see here, grew some shoots there, and that one as well. And so they all have established roots and growing nicely. So these are growing much slower than I would like because I left them outside in February, and in Texas it didn't get too cold, but it did drop to the 40s many days. But these jade would be fine if the temperature is not freezing for too long. So but they will grow much slower if it's too cold. So as you can see, it's been outside for a whole month, and the little shoot there developed some roots. This one here has some roots, and those there all have rooted and growing very nicely. And if you go back further in the beginning of the video, you can see that there were not that many shoots, and these guys, the guys that I cut here, only has like a few leaves, and it actually sprouted sides. You see here the side shoots right there? Those are all new shoots from the propagation. And then these little ones here as well, they all grew much more. And let me show you what I did with the extra leaves. So for the extra leaves, I just basically put it into a container of food right here with soil, and there is shoots there. Look at these new shoots growing, and that one's new is growing, and basically every single one of them grew something. So let me show you closer. You see that? Those are little jade plant that's coming out, and these are new ones that I added from a different variety, and that one grew as well. See some of these here? So it has a little plant there. So as you can see, jade plants are very easy to propagate, and you can do it from leaves or you can do it from branches. From leaves, they are going to take much longer, but from branches is what I usually recommend. They will grow much faster, and in very little time you'll have a ton of jade plants that you can share with your friends or family. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it below, and thank you for watching.